That's 112 on Smooth RB 105.7. And of course, 112's in town tonight for the Bad Boy Reunion show. Slim's in the house, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. Blessed to be back here in Dallas. Man, about to put on one amazing show.
Man.
My brothers, well, I actually got the whole Bad Boy family with us.
And how long did this whole thing take to come together, man, this Bad Boy Reunion tour?
Well, you know what? They've been talking about this for like 2 years. So we've been trying to put it together. You know, you have so many artists, different hectic schedules. This was the perfect time. We finally got a chance to coordinate our schedules and really put together a masterpiece of a concert that's about to happen tonight.
Has it been everything you thought it'd be and more? Or?
Yes. This is crazy right here. I would encourage anybody. I don't know how many concerts you probably see, but you know, this one right here probably rank probably in the top. Yes.
Up there. It's gonna be up there.
It's
okay.
Crazy.
What's the most complicated thing though about doing a concert, man? Is it just the fact that you're on live, or?
Well, not the live part. Just more of like when you work with a lot of people and you're working all together.
Mm-hmm.
And this in this situation, it's not one of those situations where you have your block and then you're finished. You know? You all have to work in together. So everybody's energy has to be at a certain level, you know, to make this work every night. You have to be very, very consistent.
So everybody has to be on.
Everybody has to be on.
Wow. Slim from 112 is with us. Big show tonight at the AAC, the Bad Boy Reunion Tour. So has there ever been like a time when y'all get ready to do a show and you found out somebody was in the audience and you kind of got nervous or anything? Has that ever happened to you?
Probably when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, not now. I mean, you've
been doing it for like 20 years. But yes, when I was younger, I remember one time we were performing and we were actually doing cover songs. It was our first album, and Babyface was out there in the audience. And Babyface is like one of my idols. You know, that's somebody I listen to, and you know, we have a lot of, you know, I took a lot from him. And when he was sitting up there, and to know that I was about to perform his record, and when the record comes on, he turns around and looks up, and he wasn't smiling at first. It was just like one of those, you better do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just thank goodness I did it, and he had the biggest smile.
Wow,
and then,
that's cool.
You know, that was amazing.
So when he turned around and gave you that look, though, I mean, you had to pee a little bit in your pants, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh my God! I just thought about it. I was like, oh Lord, if I ever needed you, I need you right now.
I mean, that's got to be, that's got to be rough, man. Yeah. So you know what I always wanted to ask recording artists is like, so how do you know? Like, you do an album, you do tour. How do you know when it's time to start working on the next album? Does a record company tell you, or do you guys decide? How does that work? Is it a vibe?
Well, it's actually a vibe. You're listening. You're out there in the streets. You're out there. You're doing the shows, and you know. And when you hear the fans coming up to you, and they're wanting it. So when it's a large amount of people asking you at the same thing, you know, you kind of know.
Right.
That's how we pace ourselves. You know.
Right. So that's kind of cool then, because going in, you don't really necessarily know that.
Right.
So you have to have somebody show you the ropes. Now, who showed 112 the ropes?
Well, we were blessed after recording our first album to go on tour with the Isley Brothers. So
if you're gonna learn the ropes, I'm the ones.
Exactly.
Then the ones right there.
And, you know, they really broke it. They really broke it down. You know, we were very blessed to have a very, very successful touring career, as well as a successful recording career.
Right.
And it was just amazing to where, you know, after we came off the Isley Brothers tour, we went straight on to I think it was the Keith Sweat. It was a Keith Sweat concert, and then after that tour, I think it was like New Edition, and then Whitney Houston. You know, and then Janet Jackson, and then we had the Puff Daddy and the Family tour.
Okay.
Well, I see, I got my brother Q here.
Okay, Q's in the house, man. I didn't know he was coming in either, man. Let me see if we could get it together over here, man. Well, hold on, don't talk yet, man, because you know, you're throwing it at me over here, man. Say something now.
What's going on, everybody?
Man, everybody good, man. How about you?
Wonderful.
Man, you just telling me about the big show tonight, man. So, is there a ritual, man, when you guys like do a show? Is there like a pre-show ritual, man? Do you have to have like a half an hour of silence? Do you meditate? Do you have to iron your own shirt or something? I mean, you know, just to get yourself in the. Is there anything that you guys do?
Man, this is like 20 plus years. So, what would you say, Slam? We show up, man, and you know, we have our own individual things that we may do to just kind of get ready, but for the most part, man, we clear the room with about 20 minutes to showtime just to get our prayer in as a group. Yeah. And we do our little depth, and we go out there and do what we do.
Now, see, like when I come, I go on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I get to the radio station like around 11:30, 12, right? Because I got to prepare, you know, that kind of thing like that. But when I park and when I'm walking in, I am nervous as, right? Right? Do you guys still get nervous after 20 years?
Well, you know, to say you don't have butterflies in your stomach is you know, that would be kind of like a, you know. But you know what? It's a healthy type of a feeling because, you know, it feels like you've done it for the first time, so you never get bored of it.
But you're supposed to keep that feeling, that excitement, right?
It's anxious. It's the excitement because you know the crowd is ready. They're all excited, so we won't just go out there and just give them what they are expecting. And that's something like Slim said. We very prideful, man, and we take that to heart, man. That we are consistent. And if we gave 112% last night, we're gonna give the same tonight, no matter how many people are in the audience. So it's just excitement.
I got you. So where were you the first time you heard 112 on the radio? Where were you? First time you heard y'all were in Atlanta or somewhere? Or?
No, actually we were like New York.
New York? You heard the song on the radio?
At Daddy's house. We were still finishing the album.
Right.
Yeah.
You lost your minds, huh?
Yeah, that was.
You hear? I mean, you know what? To hear your song on the radio in New York, the #1 market in the world,
that was crazy right there. You know,
that's crazy.
I was like just to, you know, still be doing the album and then to see your record pop. Yeah. And then you hear it on the radio and you know, at the time Funkmaster Flex was like, he had this thing where if it's a smash, he has an explosion on it. And you know, he just kept dropping the bomb on the record and say, yo, this is it. Yo, this is it. New York, turn everywhere, all my boroughs. And and that was just amazing, you know, it was crazy.
So if it would have been music, what do you think you guys would have been doing for a living?
Wow. For me, music would have always been a part of me. I was very into athletics and stuff, so I honestly believe I would have had a career in professional sports. Okay. But music has always been a
basketball, football, track, golf, baseball, what?
I was better in basketball, but I think I would have gotten football. Okay. I had a partial football and academic and music scholarship to Clemson University.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. What about you?
Well,
pimp. What? What'd you say? Well, you pimp.
Oh,
what?
No, far from that, man. I was far from that. I was a nerd in my school. Okay. So I was into aeronautics and aviation. Man. And I had a full ride, you know, going on, you know, to Atlanta Air Tech, and then, you know, I was like so into that. You know? So from being a mechanic or whatever, and I actually had a situation to actually come here to Dallas.
Really?
To I was supposed to I was supposed to oversee commercial private planes. It was like private planes, like jets.
Look at you! So
I mean,
you wanted to be a singer.
I'm glad
you'd be retired by now, though, man.
Look at my hands. Look at my hands. I got the hands of, you know, man. My mom.
And that's the beauty of it, because when you go back to those days, Slim had already started college. I had just graduated from high school. So those are the times of your life where you're really having to make some serious decisions.
True.
And the fact that we made the decision to further in our music career, and now amassed 20 plus years, you know, this is really the only job that all of us have ever had. Right. And like Slim said, you know, our hands are still baby and soft, and you know, we don't have to do any hard labor but hold the microphone, and
that's it.
You know,
So, I get that.
No regrets. Well,
it was gonna be a great show tonight.
Yeah, man.
You know, so good luck and have a great show, man. Appreciate you guys taking time. I know you're busy. You still got to get ready for the show and everything, man. So 112's in the house, man. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great show. 112 on the Smooth Ride Home. Tony Scott on Smooth R&B 105.7.